It's Sunday and my mother forgot that it's a day of God and she has an attitude, mean attitude towards me.
Poor thing.
I know, poor me. So what we're going to make is going to take 2 days to do. So today's Sunday, it's pork, Mom. It's pork.
I see it's
Okay.
pork.
So what we're making is, I call it sausage meat, and we're going to fry it with potatoes tomorrow. Today we're going to butcher up this meat and marinate it. So that means we're taking this pork roast. I think it's not a butt roast because I didn't have it yesterday, so it's a shoulder. It's a shoulder. And so we didn't just want the lean loin, we want some fat in it, because what we're gonna do is chop it up and dice it into small pieces and have it sit in a marinade of fennel seed, so it pretends like it's a sausage, garlic, spicy red pepper flakes, and obviously the olive oil. I think, maybe not, who knows, my mother didn't tell me the recipe, this is just what I'm thinking is in it. And it's gonna sit for 24 hours, and then tomorrow with my cheap russet potatoes, we're going to dice them up, fry them, and fry the sausage meat, and then all together, what is that? Oh, salt? Oh, and black pepper too. But I've never made this before, so I appreciate your help. I have to video this now because you guys can see how my mother's laughing at me. Oops, as I almost fall off the stool. So she's butchering this pork, and I said to her, well, I asked if she needed help, and then I told her how much I did today. I did laundry, I washed all my linens, my towels, I dusted, I vacuumed, I cleaned the house, I did everything, and she made a shitty comment to me.
I said, good for you.
Yeah, good for me. See, my mother has a cleaning lady. I'm the cleaning lady for my own house. My mother's a lady of leisure and doesn't even clean her own house anymore, besides the cleaning up that I do. Then I said, oh, don't forget, Mom, Bob's cleaning the pool so that next Sunday for Memorial Day weekend.
You go swimming.
Exactly.
Do I ever go swimming in your pool? Just tell me.
No.
Well then, that'll do me no good.
Okay, but I said we're gonna have a barbecue in my backyard, and then she of course let me know that she hasn't been invited yet, and was just nasty, mean person to me, and she's laughing as I'm saying that she's being a nasty, mean person to me. Years ago, when I was in Italy, I think it was in the wintertime because it was freezing cold. So I've always liked pigs as an animal, like a cute stuffed animal pigs. And my mother and one of my cousins had a brilliant idea that I needed to go to see the pig. My mom's laughing also. The pig, which wasn't a pig, it was like a sow. It was like, what, 100-pound plus. It was huge. It was
a fattened pig. It wasn't a sow. A sow is a, you don't kill that.
Okay, so this pig, there was pigs that were being fattened to become the sausage. So in Italy, these families, they still make their own sausage. And when I say sausage, I mean like the hard sausage, like a salami type of sausage. So
what else they make those?
They make their own wine, they make their own cheese.
No, with the pig that you called it. It's called pork. Begin with.
See, that's the problem. You made me go see a pork killing.
No,
a pork killing.
After you kill it, it comes to a pork.
Okay. This poor pig. It was a baby pig. It was a pig, and it was the screeching as it was being put on the scale before they killed it was the most awful thing to do to a child, me, who loved pigs. Like,
poor thing.
But like sweet little pigs, like you see on what's that movie? Charlotte's Web. That type of pig. Not to see this giant pig slaughtered. So anyways, my mother thought, I don't think it was educational, I think it was she was just angry with me and wanted to
an experience for you.
I didn't need to experience this. So anyways, I went to see this pig slaughtered. So my family had this people's farm. They raised this pig for them, they fattened it, and then they went to go kill it. And then the pieces of the pig came back home with them, and my cousins' wives and my aunts were in my uncle Titone. Across from his house, he had property across from him. There was, at the bottom was like a barn and a workshop type of thing. And in there on a huge table were these women cutting, sitting down and cutting like as if they were wrapping Christmas gifts or something, some activity, preparing the sausage meat into little pieces so that it could be put into the casing and then cured and made as hard sausage, which that sausage was absolutely delicious. There's nothing like it. I truly would go to prison through customs or something by carrying, and I'm putting this on video too for everybody to see, by carrying the sausage overseas from Italy to the United States. So, and I've had no problem when I traveled to bring that contraband back into the US. So anyways, what we're doing today is different. We're not making a hard sausage like a salami. My mom is getting off most of the fat. We need to keep some on here because we're going to fry it, and make little pieces of pork that we're going to fry together with potatoes. And again, the seasoning, especially the fennel, so it tastes like sausage, but it's going to be the sausage meat. So today is the preparation. Tomorrow you'll see when we do the frying and the delicious eating. I think that's it. Yeah, I still understand why you thought I needed to see that experience. And you know, I just wanted to make sure everybody knew it was like at 2 a.m. that they came to pick me up.
It was not 2 hours. It was 5 o'clock in the morning.
That feels like 2. Anyways, it was cold.
Mm-hmm.
It was damp.
Poor thing.
It was wet. It was foggy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was like in January, because it was when we went for Christmas. It was awful to do to a child. It still terrorizes me, that experience. I would show the picture to everybody, but I don't need people to see that, especially people who like pigs.
Well, you still have pictures?
Yes, I saved the picture from that because my cousin thought it would be nice to have me standing next to the giant pig that was slaughtered, hanging from the tractor. This was just a thing. Just not literal. I love meat. I love bread. So obviously I'm not going to become a vegetarian from it. But that experience could make somebody turn off of meat. And there, as my mother like drops the mic by throwing that in there, like perfect timing.
Poor thing.
I know. I've been terrorized. Good. We, meaning me, because I helped. Mom.
Yes.
I helped cut the meat, and my mother didn't like how I cut the meat. It was too big or too small, too much this, too much that. Anyways, the meat's cut in chunks that are going to be seasoned and then fried with the potatoes. My mom, because part of growing up in Italy during the war, they saved everything. So the fat that we've saved that has just tiny bits of meat on it, she's going to fry. My God, it's going to be so good. And it's going to be put into dough. Are you going to make the dough, Ma, or do you want me to get the dough from the store? The dough, you want to make the dough?
No, thank you.
But you're the one who said it was so easy to make. We can make the dough. So my mom's going to make the dough, and we're going to stuff this fat that has some meat on it after it's cooked into the pizza. So in a loaf. So it's just pieces of pork fat, like pork rind. I can't remember what they call it within the Spanish.
Oh, chicharrones.
Okay. They call it chicharrones. So is that what they call it? Or are you saying something that's going to make me embarrassed?
That's true.
Is it? Okay, because I trust you and I'm going to be saying things and my friends are going to send me a message saying I said something offensive. So it's going to be like that crisp pork rind, but it's going to be in a bread and baked. And it's absolutely delicious. Just salty enough, but very good. So now I'm excited about that too. So again, another 2 for 1. So this one has more meat on it. So that's going to be really good inside there too. Little pieces inside the dough. So maybe we'll make this today. Maybe we'll make the bread today. And then tomorrow we'll make the sausage meat. Let's do that. So we have a 2 for 1 deal going. We're going to make what do you call it in Italian? The pork fat. Because in Spanish it's called chicharron. What is this fat called in Italian? That you're gonna make the pizza with?
I don't know.
I'll have to ask somebody. So my mother's seasoning the, what kind of pizza do you call it when you make pizza with the pork fat? You say, hey, I made such and such. What's it called?
Yeah, the dialect, the chicole.
Okay, see, so there it is in it. Chicolo?
No, chicole.
Chicole. So it's pizza chicole. So my mother just put some granulated garlic.
You say that's a dialect.
It is a dialect. They know we don't speak proper Italian. We're not Florentine. We don't speak proper Italian. So my mother put in garlic, and now she's putting in, what is that, fennel?
Mm-hmm.
So now she's putting in fennel seeds.
This fennel looks funny.
Lydia gave it to you, not me. I ordered some, so it'll be here tomorrow because we're going to make tarale. What is that? You know what? That's the... You'd think we're in a war zone. We're not. So you may have heard a boom in the background. So here we are in Culver City, and the people here through
It's back
probably...
here, though.
Yeah, I know. Through like September, they shoot off these firework things or M80s or whatever they are throughout the day and throughout the night, and it terrifies people with animals and people, and those poor people who've been in war zones and have PTSD. So this is what we're dealing with lately here.
Who's been in the war zone?
People who have, like, I'm sure there's veterans who live here.
Who has been in the war zone?
Oh, you have. I forgot. You have. But you're a strong person. You're not afraid of anything.
Oh,
But like some people, Ma, seriously, it causes them some like PTSD issues.
what is that?
So post-traumatic stress disorder. So when they hear that, they think they're being invaded by people. I forgot my mother was in World War II when she grew up. Because you're so well adjusted. Okay, so we're seasoning this sausage meat, this pork. So she put black pepper, salt, garlic, the fennel seeds that she thinks something's wrong with. It's because I think they're organic fennel seeds. Maybe. I don't know why. We'll see. Red pepper flakes. Well, I was going to say she's going to take the lid off, which means this is going to be spicy. So God help all of our behinds as we eat this, because it's going to be spicy. Going in and out. And then you're going to put olive oil in it.
I like a little bit.
So my cousin's olive oil. So because we're using my cousin's product, we need to share. So we're going to be generous again, Ma. And we're going to share this when we fry it tomorrow. So now my mother's either going to get a big spoon to mix it. Yeah, because there's hot pepper, so she's not going to use her hand. Oh, but what we're doing in the meantime, my mother doesn't do just one thing at once, is she's frying this chichi. What's it called? Chich. What's the pizza called? Ma, what's the
fat?
pizza?
The pork fat.
But in Italian.
Melting
I know. As they can hear it sizzle. But what do you call it?
after it's cooked.
Okay, after it's cooked in Italian, what's it called?
Cheese.
But you keep mumbling. Chicolo?
Yeah, cheese.
Chicole. See, I'm saying it wrong. Chicole. So the pork fat, you can smell it already. It smells like bacon. You know what it's like? It's like pancetta or bacon. So if you imagine some people make pancakes with bacon, right? They eat that and they put syrup on it. This is bread with bacon cooked in it. I'm gonna get a spoon to mix that. You think I'm gonna put my hands in it with the hot red pepper? Yeah, I'm not that
You
stupid.
need your hand in it.
No, I'm gonna get a spoon. We'll be right back. I'm getting here on day 2. Yes, Ma, it takes 2 days to do this. We're here on day 2 of the sausage meat. So I brought russet potatoes, which my mother doesn't like. It's fine. And the sausage meat we just took out of the refrigerator. So it's been marinating now for 24 hours. So we're gonna slice up or cube up the sausage meat, and we're going to fry that. And then we're going to cube up and slice up the potatoes, but we're gonna fry the sausage meat first, then we're gonna fry the potatoes. And then we're going to serve it with salad and bread for dinner. And of course, there's my mother making her coffee. You know, Ma, you should actually promote like some coffee brand or something, because you're always drinking coffee.
I have no coffee now.
I asked you if you needed more. See? And now the store's closed tomorrow. So you're gonna suffer. So we'll be back once we get the potatoes cubed up and we start frying. Now that my mother's had her coffee, it's like crack. It's like crack cocaine for you, Mom, having coffee. So now she's going to start to fry the potatoes. So different.
Too different.
What?
Twice. No, it'll be too much.
Put them in once, we have to put them in twice. So I would have seasoned the potatoes first in the bowl and then put them in the frying pan. But my mother's going to season them while they're in the frying pan. So they're in oil right now, and they're gonna get nice and crispy. We did not boil them first. They don't need to be boiled because then they'll cook and get too mushy. So once they get some color on them, she's gonna start adding in some seasoning. We'll put in the second half and then we'll start cooking the pork. I wish you guys could smell how delicious these potatoes smell. They have garlic, salt, pepper, so very basic. And they're frying, so they're nice and soft in the middle and crispy on the outside. They're just about done. I'm gonna pull them aside and then we're gonna start cooking the pork. The potatoes up there are nice and cooked. And so now my mom is adding in the pork meat, and we can hear it sizzle. They marinated 24 hours with the seasonings. So the fennel, the garlic, the red pepper flakes, salt, and oil. And so now they're going to cook down in the pan also. And then we'll mix it together and that'll be our dinner. My mother has just about finished cooking this one batch. So she's making sure each side is brown and nice and crispy. My sister Lydia showed up. She said that the star, Lydia, I'm looking at you. The star of the sausage meat is the sausage meat, not the potatoes, because I love potatoes. I don't think there's enough potatoes. We can always have more potatoes. Potatoes and bread.
Always more potatoes.
Exactly, always more potatoes and bread. So my mom just gave Lydia a piece of the sausage meat to taste, to see if it's seasoned good before we cook the rest. And Lydia's gonna say it needs more garlic.
It doesn't need more garlic.
Is it too much garlic? Because
No,
Bob's not
well,
gonna
if
eat it.
If I like it, it must be too much.
Shit, that's what I was having to feel. I was waiting for you to say it needs more garlic, meaning it
No.
doesn't have too much. Well, I hope Bob eats it tonight. We'll
It
see.
has a good garlic flavor. It's spicy.
Oh, is it red pepper?
Yeah. But it's not a hot spicy. It's like a nice spicy.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be perfect. Is it okay? Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna taste it so that we can see all.
Where's the pork? I want you to taste it out. Let's see how it is.
We finished cooking the delicious sausage meat and sent a container to my cousin and to my sister. So they're gonna eat this. This needs to be eaten warm. So we're going to have it with salad that my mother just put oil, vinegar, salt, pepper, garlic on, and sourdough bread. And that's gonna be our dinner tonight. So my mother, after Lydia tasted it, my mother asked Lydia if she still has it, meaning can she still cook? And yes, she can. So now my mother's gonna save this oil. So I normally, when I fry, put the oil in a jar and then throw it away. This is seasoned pork oil, so the next thing that we cook that we want to have that taste in it, which we used when we cooked the pork the other day, my mom's gonna save also. So I'm sure sometime this week we're gonna cook something else. You know what, Mom? Like if I made fried eggs or something in the morning, or hash browns, and I wanted to have that nice taste. Exactly, I could make that in there too, because it has the taste of the fennel also. So, okay, thank you for dinner tonight. We'll see you everybody later.